You make the square base, and then you want to squash fold all of the flaps down. So the way you make a squash fold is you make a pre-crease by folding the closed edge to the center on both. You can do it on both sides, but focusing just on one. You do that pre-crease, then you put your finger inside of it and you push it down. And when you look at it this way, you'll see that this closed side is now going to lie flat, and it's now going to be straight up and down to where the midpoint is. Do that on all four sides. Alright, and then to just do the simple Christmas tree like this one, all you have to do is fold the extra paper down here underneath this layer inside. So you can make that like that, fold like that, and then you can fold it up underneath there like that. So this is the inside that I'm showing you, and then all you do is just recrease it like that, and then it'll stand up like that. So I'm just going to do all of them. So then after you fold them all in, you just recrease everything like that. And that's the simplest Christmas tree. The one that I have here is the next one. That's a little bit different. And all you do for this one is while it's closed up, you just make little slits, and then you can fold it up in the inside. You can fold the paper out of the way. Or actually you would have the same exact effect if you just cut the little paper out, like make a little V like that. So it's easy to transform this one into that one. The star I will show at the end, so keep watching. Alright, for this one, it actually has a little trunk there, so I'm going to take those pages that we folded up back out. So if you're watching this from the beginning and you just want to make this one, you don't want to make the other ones, don't even fold the ones back under. Alright? Okay. So now reorient yourself like that. Now we're going to shape the tree trunk with scissors. So we're just going to cut off the bottom to make it flat. Like that. Just cut off the little triangle part at the end. And then cut up. So now it's looking like that. It can stand itself up. And now, to make it look like this, you kind of do the same thing as you would do with this one, just making those little slits down. So I'll show you how to do that. You just make 3 downward cuts on the right, 3 downward cuts on the left. The outside should be the highest point, the inside should be the lowest point, but don't go all the way to the center. Just make little snips, just like that. Now, you want to make a fold from the innermost part of the cut that you just made down to the corner over here. Just like that. And you want to do that all the way around. Look like a Christmas tree now. And you want to do the same folds on the opposite side. Now you flip this over and you do the other side, and then you flip it in the other orientation, and then you do the insides. So there will be 4 sides that look like this, and 4 sides that look like that, where you can't see the folds. So I'm going to finish that up and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm finished folding in the sides. So like I said, every other side will look like this. Every other side will look flat like that. But it'll stand up by itself and it'll look pretty round and lush and go all the way around like that. Now to make the star up top, first I'll show you how to make the plain star. Click on that one. Pretty easy. It's a 5-pointed star, so you want 5 edges. So you know usually you have 4 on each side. And right like this I have 4 on each side. Then you take a 5th one and you fold it over to the other side. So one side of your model should be plain like that. One side of the model should have the flaps folded down like that. Make sure you're holding the side that has 5. And now, with the other ones, you went down. The cuts were highest on the outside, lowest on the inside. So now this one you want to invert it and do the highest point on the inside, the lowest point on the outside. Now, it's very important that you cut all the way to the midpoint, but not any farther. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that. And your scissors, you'll kind of feel where it ends at the midpoint. Now you open it back up and kind of stand the Christmas tree how it wants to go, like that. And oop. Now all you do is just kind of pull it forward like this, and you'll have a 5-pointed star, just like that. It's so cool. And then from the other side it'll look like a star also, but it'll be the inside of the paper. So if you happen to have paper that's green on one side and gold on the other, that would be perfect. Now to make the one that looks like this, where you can see through the star, you just do the same thing. You get the 5 and you get the 5 together and make a cut like that. But then at the very tip, you just make a cut all the way through that's parallel to that cut. You open it back up. You have a little tiny star in the center that you can see through. Just like that. Alright, that's the finished Christmas tree. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.